Two women on same location, different roles. One is Fafape Amafui, a mushroom farmer. The other is Matilda Jomeku, a research scientist of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. She is visiting Fafape to provide extension services needed to consolidate the gains made in her business. She had received training at the Food Research Institute of the CSIR before taking to this chore on full-time basis. Fafape's encounter with the scientists of CSIR was not a happenstance but deliberate. This sparked her amazing story in mushroom business. The seed of becoming a mushroom farmer was planted in her the day she read a newspaper article whilst in Holland and became aware of the economic potentials of the crop. Mushroom contains food nutrients and medicinal properties such as vitamins, ions, and folic acid. It is medically recommended as a substitute for meat and therefore a curb on hypertensive and diabetic conditions. It also boosts immune systems. It is reported that the annual global volume of mushroom exports is about $38 billion. Fafape considered the crop as gold and frantically reached out for the CSIR, which referred her to the Food Research Institute for assistance. Her dream is now a reality. In 2018, she was adjudged the second runner-up in Adenta constituency in Best Farmer Awards. In 2019, she won the Best SME Product Innovation Award.
Without having the technical know-how, I approached the CSIR for training in the mushroom production. There, they gave me so much extension advice, and I started with 10 bags. And as I speak now, I have over 50,000 bags in production. I'm so happy that I went to CSIR. I thank them for giving me the support and also the technical advice that made me have a very good yield at my difficult times.
What Fafape does is to crop mushrooms and preserve her wares in that state for export. Constance Tenge, who lives at Abeka, a suburb of Accra, represents a facet of mushroom business. She has a smaller farm in the compound of her home. Initially, it was subsistence until the harvest on her farm ran in excess of her family needs. Then other ideas crossed her mind. Constance took a daring path which put her on course to process mushrooms for the shelf. Again, the Food Research Institute of the CSIR was to her rescue, providing requisite professional guidance for this sole proprietor. Out of this union have come assorted products such as packaged, dried and fresh mushrooms, as well as mushroom-based drink and shito.
When I started, getting the market was very difficult. So the extra mushrooms, I dried them. And when I dried them, I sold some. Then the thought came that I should powder some. I did that and tried it with a clinic. They were ready to take it, but in small quantities. And then the extra, I went into shito. So I do mushroom shito for vegetarians too, in addition to the powder. Yeah.
At the CSIR's Food and Research Institute, instructors take clients through the practicalities of mushroom farming, which starts by gathering agricultural wastes, mainly sawdust, byproduct of woody substances. It is composted for 28 days to break down cellulose. Cellulose is an important structural component of green plants, many forms of algae, and the ormicets. The other additives put in the sawdust are quicklime, made from the shell of oysters, rice or wheat bran, and water for moistening.
Quicklime is equally added. 200 grams added to the same substrate.
The substrate mixture is bagged in polypropylene material, sterilized and later cooled, after which seeds of preferred mushrooms are spawned in the bags containing the compost. 15 to 20 seeds are introduced in the bags. The bags then goes to incubation room between 4 and 6 weeks in the cropping house.
We have extension services where we visit our farms periodically, and also we do top-up courses for our already existing farmers so that we remind them of, we keep them abreast with the technologies.
The market for mushroom is there. Producers say the difficulty is how to get to the exact points where they are needed. This is where a trade agency must come in to help. In the meantime, CSIR Ghana has proven that it has what it takes to groom and steer individuals and industry into good business. It teaches the know-how, provides the technology and extension services, tests products for safety, as well as process and package products. How to make or get mushroom seeds is a trade secret, according to the professionals. Napoleon Atukito reporting.
The one you cut, the end which you cut away, you could give to your chicks to eat.